Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus, guys, giving you more to the meta. So guys, I want to go ahead and show you double A gap defense that I've been running online. And I had a guy that actually was running a lot of bunch sets with automotions and really exposed me in the seams. So I want to show you what he was doing while how I was not adjusting. You know, and anytime you play a game and you have an opponent that basically starts ripping up your defense, you have to watch the tape and see what you got to do to change things. And you know, we're going to come out with some kind of adjustments. We can do this and also just kind of talk about running other types of defenses. This guy actually got me out of the double A gap defense. I started jumping in other defenses, and I realized that some of my motor skills in other defenses and some of the changes in the game where they just changed some of the functionality was different. So you're going to see me doing a lot of weird things on defense just because I was trying to set up like QB contains and all that kind of stuff, and I realized I was actually pressing my defense. So right here, I don't have my guys actually in a covered shell. It's just a standard covered shell right here. You can see that this guy is way over, and he's actually playing a quarter flat to go this way. So I don't have my coverage shell set up because it's just something I'm not used to doing. I go ahead and just put my guys down in the box and blitz all, just to make sure that he has to make kind of a fast decision. And he's basically running this bunch nasty defense. And the key person that I should be paying attention to is this guy right here, because what happens is when he's on the inside, this guy's outside leverage deep quarter, and he doesn't carry over to the middle of the field, meaning that he's going to get a free release of the middle of the field for a huge opportunity. So that is an adjustment that you have to take in consideration. What you probably want to do is put this guy into a deep half, or just basically go ahead and man this guy up on the backside and hope that this defender doesn't go out. Now here's the problem with the way this guy was running his bunch nasty defense. He was using a lot of auto motion. Guys coming over, you could see this guy is wide open on there because this guy slides out instead of slides in. It should be match principles. He should be jumping onto that guy. So that was actually the problem with this cover 4. But fortunately for me, he was looking at the corner route all the way. I'm able to go and undercut it. Already up by 3 points. They get another opportunity to go up by another score. So I got my one stop against this guy in this type of situation, and I'm just like, okay, this is good. So 10-0. He's pretty much only had one play on offense, and this is, I think, where he actually exposes me. I'm using this a nickel double meg defense, and the matching principles are not as good as that they would hope to be, and the defenders do got a position. So we're gonna have to play around with this just to try to get things a little bit better as far as alignments. So you can see right here, setting this up once again. I decided to go ahead and put a vert hook out here, another vert hook out here. I'm going to leave the quarter flat out here. I just want to go straight out coverage against this guy. He actually hits me just with a little flat route. It's like a double, flat route, and he just gets rid of the ball really quick. So this guy knows what he's doing. He's a good player, makes very fast and easy progressions. Right here, I'm actually setting up. I'm trying to set up a read where I'm actually trying to go ahead and I'm trying to put this guy into a squat zone, so I'm actually just not hitting the buttons correctly. So I think I'm going to get it off before he snaps the ball. He does snap the ball ahead of time, but here's the thing. This guy slides out. This guy slides out. This is wide open, and I'm mugging down below to try to go ahead and get that. Now the problem with the way this defense is set up, he had his 3 wide receivers over here. I could take the other safety and put him down in the mug and have this guy over the top, but that didn't work. So he actually throws right over the top of me and actually goes ahead and gets an easy touchdown against me and just basically exposes this double bunk defense on the 3rd play of the game offensively. So even though I got a stop on the previous play, he do that. Now, fortunately for me, I was having a pretty good time putting points on the boards, and with him actually giving up a score like that kind of like saved me a little bit. And so right here, I just decided to go ahead and just jump into man coverage. He slides over, and I actually slide out. I got a guy I clicked off of, and he just kind of throws over the top of me. You can see his guy just got way over top of my coverage, but I still had defenders out there. So I don't really feel that was a break in coverage because I did switch off. and try to play underneath guy, but he did have a shot, and you'll see later on that he'll actually go ahead and throw over my coverages based on how he's doing things. Now, he was using plays with auto motions and stuff like that. You know, he basically had a bunch of routes that were crossing, so he pretty much had all day with this defense. My pressure wasn't getting home against him. He was pretty much picking up my pressure if I was blitzing 6 for the most part, but he's making fast and quick decisions. So right here, back in the mug again, I should probably be going ahead and manning this guy up right here, just so he plays the seam in that type of situation. But I want to show you basically what it is. I put a soft squat out here and then a 2 deep zone. So that's probably the smart thing to do. Another thing is that, you know, if I have a time to make an adjustment, I can go ahead and cross man this guy right here and go ahead and attack the running back on the backside. I try to go ahead and cheat instead of actually going into the double mug. I go over to the guard with the anticipation he'll go in there, and you can see the pressure. Everything gets picked up. He blocks his running back. I think he's got maybe some type of out route on the backside right here. Everything's pretty locked up. He doesn't know where to go with the ball. He throws the ball across the field, and he gets. Did he catch that? No, he didn't catch that. But that was just a crazy throw. I don't know why he threw that. You know, I don't know what he was seeing, but there was matching principles out there. So, you know, once again, 3 wide receiver set. I decided to go ahead and jump into a different defense. I just didn't like how this guy was getting away with certain things, so I think I just wanted to basic cover 4, and this is where you're going to see me getting really sloppy with my defensive coverage. So I've got a blitz set up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to just jump into cover 3. I got over-the-top coverage, and right here I'm trying to do cubic and tame, and now you can see me pressing my guys down. I back my guys out. I'm trying to cubic and tame. He does his auto motion right here. And basically, he's kind of going over the top, and I actually get an interception against this guy. He was in a bind right there because he actually had to get the ball down deep against me. So it was because I really chewed the clock in the second half. Now he's getting the ball now in the second half, and this is once again, I go ahead and show this guy the blitz. I think I manned up this guy on him just to go ahead and get another person out there. But you could see this guy's way out leveraged, so he's going to get a free release because this guy's following up in this deep third. He's just going to be able to overthrow me completely. So that's the problem. You got to put some type of a deep half out here so you actually can play the deep half. Or basically what you got to do is you got to man this guy up right here. I think the smartest thing to do is to man these 2 guys up here when you got like these tight sets where you only got 2 wide receivers on the backside. That's probably the smartest thing to do. So the problem, though, is that you have to have your adjustments down really quick, and because if he brings a 3rd wide receiver out here, this causes some massive matchup problems. So that's the problem with the auto motion. You can see I get out leveraged. This route is taken away. I think he blocks his running back, but you can see he's just able to throw right over the top of my coverage. Comes down with it. I'm able to go and tackle him right there, but completely out of position. So that's the thing with that inside seam. You got to go ahead and protect it. Deep half is probably going to give you better coverage. You can at least get somebody over that. But even then, people can catch you right in front of your one defender, and get a situation where they can actually go ahead and get a big play down the middle. So it's one of those things where you want to have that double A gap. You want to go ahead and mug to basically get people out there, but sometimes it just kind of hurts. So this is what I did. I actually did go ahead, match this guy up, double mug. I'm sending the pressure against this guy, but I do have a problem, mismatch problem over here, where I've got basically this guy matched up, and then his tight end is going to be open. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Tight end is over there. He actually goes ahead. Watch this. This is a dot. This is an amazing dot. There's coverage there, and he actually catches the ball. Toe taps it right here and catches the ball. Yeah, that's amazing dot. I was just like, he caught that. He caught that. That's what I was thinking to myself. Like, you literally caught that. Wow, that was just an amazing dot. So now I'm just like, okay, I just got to dump this defense. I can't use this double A gap against this guy. He's dotting me up. I'm going to go ahead and jump in and the cover 4. kind of play around with that, see if I can get some matching principles against them. So I'm actually in cover 3, Tampa 2. New defense, so I'm in a new book, and I've got, you know, a bunch of different types of cover shells. So I just jump into cover 2 right here. He goes once again with matching principles, and right here another situation where he just kind of dots me up. I'm just slightly out of position. Look at that dot. That's just amazing dot right on the sideline, and catches it right there. I'm just a step away. This guy just started dotting me up in the 4th quarter. It was frustrating to me that I'm letting this guy just march the ball down the field. You know, usually I just drop into coverages in these type of situations and let him dink and dunk me down the field, but this guy was just destroying me over the top and just picking up big chunks of yards. And you're gonna see how I got robbed at the end of this game by the CPU in this type of situation. So spoiler alert, I ended up dropping this game against this guy, even though I was up by 2 scores. It was pretty bad. So right here, once again, I'm trying to QB contain, and what because of the way they changed the buttons around, it keeps showing blitz. So I'm like, why is my guys pressing down? You know, what's going on here? So I think I pulled my guys back out again. And I'm trying to QB contain because I know that this guy's going to get out and cause me some issues. So that's what I'm trying to go ahead and do. So I'm trying to QB contain, but I realize that QB contain, actually the instructions are a little bit different. It's right trigger than left trigger for QB contain. It used to be right trigger, right trigger. So right here actually throws right into a deep corner. I'm not able to click on, block that at all. This guy just dotted me up, like he was just throwing right over my coverages, hitting, like catching the ball, like on the back end. You know, I understand why Ravens are so OP. So here's the situation. Basically, 2nd down. We're on the 2-minute warning. I'm ready to start taking this guy's timeouts. This guy's been playing a lot of aggressive man coverage against me. And he's doing a lot of press. I go ahead and just hit this guy. I got leverage right here. I've got my best wide receiver of the game, and he fumbles the ball. He picks it up and basically gets just enough one block to basically get the ball into the end zone, and actually gets an interception right there. So a fumble recovery, and then actually takes the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. So what a huge swing right there. I basically have 1 minute and 47 seconds left on this type of situation. Now I want you to watch, okay? This guy will usually get leveraged by this route right here. So usually what happens is if this is man coverage, I can throw this ball right over the top of the coverage. You'll see you get a leverage. He takes his safety and slides him down. So I'm assuming he's probably blitzing, because the entire game he's been blitzing against me. Like he's been sending 6 people every single down against me, and he's using this guy, slides him over. So I'm thinking one-on-one across the board. This is my spot right here. This is where I'm going to go with the ball because he's going to get leverage. Now a lot of times I'll hit a little curl route and stuff like that, but I'm afraid because this guy just got a strip fumble on the previous play. So he actually backs this guy up in here. This guy's wide open, but I'm looking here the entire time. He sends a blitzer. He's got this guy out of position, and look what happens with this. I go ahead and throw the ball up, and basically Caleb basically underthrows the ball. He doesn't. I guess I didn't loft it up, and as a result, he gets another interception and basically gets just a bailout victory at the end of the game. So this is a game I dropped, but I just wanted to show you that you really can't run that double A gap too much unless you make adjustments to these tight formations. The seams are a weakness. I share this with you because anytime that you find some type of weakness in your defense, you want to go ahead and make sure you make adjustments and make adjustments accordingly. So once again, guys, thanks for your support. Until next time.